did you know y'all can just move when you're unhappy? Now, granted, that's easier said than done. I don't have a significant other. I do not have any kids, as well as I don't really have any debts aside from this car and like maybe something else I'm not quite unaware of. I don't know. What I'm getting at is I'm aware that I may have some debts that I lack to pay due to the fact that I forget to do certain things because of the way that my mind works. I just like, I'll take care of it when I have the money. Oh my God, I'm never gonna have the money. Now I've kind of had the money, but it's like, I don't know how to take care of it. So now it's like, we'll wait until it becomes a problem. Which is how I take care of a lot of things. If it's not a problem, then it's cool. If it's a problem, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. As things comes, things goes.
Head northeast on Keels Avenue toward East Main Street, then turn right onto East Main Street.
But, I moved from so, the funny thing is, because this all happened in one fucking year, that's what makes it crazy, even for me to think about. Because I'm the one that's doing these, and I'm still like, God damn, I really went from one state to another state to another state. Take the next right onto East Main Street. So what I mean by that is, I started off in Michigan. I spent a good portion of the year in Michigan, about halfway through my fucking shit. I hate living with everybody that I live with. It's not necessarily that I hate living with them, it's just... Some people are good to meet. Some people are good to know, and there are people that are good to meet, not necessarily to know. Because the more you know about some people, the more that you dislike them and disdain them. It's like, I have very good, valid reasons to dislike them, but there are also some people you can have conversations with and some people you can't. Like, the things that I would love to talk about are things that could easily be changed. Like, could you stop being an a-hole sometimes? Could you listen to people and hear what they're saying instead of saying, yep, I'm listening, but waiting for a response? Could you not be so judgmental of other people's things when you'll say that you're not a judgmental person, but judge me for every little thing that I do, judge your cousins, judge your sisters, judge your this, judge your that? So it's just like, how are you going to use religion as a base of why you're such a good, godly person and then absolutely shit on everybody every chance you get?
To stay on East Main Street.
But that could be anybody. Multiple people are of that. Like, I try my best. If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I ain't saying shit at all. We're like in this roasting battle where we're just razzing each other, and cool, we can give each other shit words back and forth, but at the same time, like, if we ain't about that, then
turn left to stay on East Main Street.
What's the point of being such a dick? Or at least that's my thought process. I don't know, everybody got different things. Like, some people just temperature checking, some people just ego checking, some people are just, I don't know, people. Because I do realize with as many differences as there is in this world, there are far more people that are more disabled that look like me than there are people that look disabled. And why I'm saying like that is because could you stop and look at me and tell I'm disabled? I know I've made multiple videos about it, so I have to remember every fucking time I make a video, it's a new crowd. So to expect you to know what is wrong with me is very naive and stupid of me until I get up to where it's like I get thousands and thousands of followers even in my shitty videos. So I am a heart patient that doesn't act like a heart patient, that doesn't really move like a heart patient. I don't even know how to think like a heart patient. I just think the way I think, I move the way I move, and I move faster than most people that are in exceptional health. Well, at least what the doctor would say, but why is this heart patient outrunning you? I still want to at least get like 5K, just because I've never done one before. A marathon seems a little bit too much for me, but like, I don't know. So far, I got 2 interviews today. One at 11 and one at 1. I thought that was kind of funny because the whole entire woman in one thing. But I'm very excited for the opportunities to be able to have steady stream income instead of just kind of like, Like, I would say this is also probably my fastest employment. I'm gonna just manifest the shit. Just because when I moved to Ohio, I was able to get a job within...
Continue for 1.5 miles.
A week, roughly. Like, 1 week I was there, following week I had a job. So I wasn't upset. And this week, like, literally, I came here fucking Monday, and that was my thought process. If I come early enough in the week, I throw in a bunch of jobs on Monday. By hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I should be able to hear back. Compared to coming later on the week where it's just like, oh yeah, I came on fucking Friday. Now I gotta wait till Saturday and Sunday to throw in applications. And I gotta wait till like maybe Monday or Tuesday to hear something back. So I figure, start off fresh. Because one thing that absolutely irritates the shit out of me is a lot of words that we use do not go across the board. Like, fucking, there's days, okay, yeah, but there's work days, and then there's non-work days, and work days are only 5 days a week, aside from the companies that work 7 days a week, because there are some establishments that can't close due to the fact of how important they are, like doctors and nurses. They 24/7. That's why they always need a surplus of people, because they need people covering shifts around the clock. But when it comes to one of the jobs that I've been doing recently is junk removal. That's not 24/7 jobs, not around the clock. So in certain senses, it does kind of make it easier to like, does kind of make sense for that to should have a 7-day week, but like work week and standardized weeks are not the same. That just drives me a little bit more nutty the more that I learn about life. Fuck being short. I have sunglasses on me. I just don't feel like tapping and molesting myself to find the shit right now. But yeah, fuck being short. 7:43. I'm gonna have to drive like this every fucking morning. Damn. I knew I should have bought sunglasses while I was at the one gas station. Here they are. Turns out I didn't have to molest myself. I just had to look. Either way, I do have optimism that I'm going to do well where I'm at. Because the thing is, it's not that I do bad where I'm at. It's just, I don't know. I probably self-sabotage,
In a
spend
quarter
time around the
mile,
wrong
turn
people.
left onto the ramp to I-77 North.
I definitely don't let people dictate my actions as much as they assume I do, just because, per usual, the main reason why I don't like telling people where I leave is because I get pushback, but there's no difference between how they treat me and how they're going to treat me. And I do realize some people might change their ways just for a little bit, and that's just to lullaby you back into the, oh, I'm going to stay forever. And it's like, it's a whole entire manipulation tactic. It's love bombing and then being back to yourself. So I realize, regardless of how much people might make me promises are like checks being written when I know that their balance is empty. And I've given them a large amount of money, but they've spent it all on the rudeness that they have
Turn
done
left
to
onto
me.
the ramp to I-77 North.
Ooh, I missed it. I'll fucking get it back. Either way, like I said, interview's down to 11, spot 7.
In
So
a quarter
I'm just more or
mile,
less
merge onto
killing
I-77
time.
North. Take the second left onto Hackett Road.
I don't know what that is. I should definitely be paying attention to GPS. This is all new shit to me. Either way, it's just, I gave
Turn
you
left onto
chances,
Galleria Boulevard.
and your rudeness is what ate away at your bank account, but you don't realize. And you may never care, just because, oh my God, this traffic's gonna be horrible. Just because everybody is different. I'm just trying to figure out what works for me, and what works for me seems to be not socializing and not being around a lot of people, but just because a lot of people want to use their brains to manipulate and just use and abuse others. And I'm just like, how can I help? Oh, by being your little bitch boy slave? I'd rather shoot you or choke you to death. But that's illegal too. But you could do and say whatever as long as you don't leave any marks on me. And that is society. Don't get caught being stupid and don't get caught doing stupid things. Either way, today's going to be an adventure just because I said, like, 7 o'clock. My interview's not until 11. I could afford to dick around. Literally. So that's what I'm going to do, just because, well, I don't really... That's what I'm hoping here is I'm able to make enough money to be able to set up my own thing just so I have my own space to do whatever the fuck I want to, which isn't all that much. It's just, I don't know, vegetate while I edit videos, get as loud as I want to, have as much fun. Like, my biggest thing and my biggest reason to want my own place is because everybody is different. Everybody wants to put a fun meter on me, and that pisses me off. Because, like, how can you tell me how much fun I'm having? When 9 times out of 10, I fucking hate existence and I want to kill myself. The second I'm having fun, like, oh, no, calm down, Ethan. You can't have this much fun here or right now. Or it's just like, why the fuck is there so many fucking fun police? Just because I'm an adult and have a penis doesn't mean I can't be childish and have fun. I don't even know what the fuck it means to be a child. I don't know what the fuck it means to be an adult. I was doing all this same exact shit aside from smoking weed ever since I was a child and driving. Like, these are only 2 new skills I've fucking adapted.
Take the second left onto Hackett Road.
But either way, it's just like, oh, you can't have this much fun. Oh, great. Another person I know I can't be myself around. This is fucking great and amazing. Less people I can talk to. Great. That's why I mainly spend so much time by myself and talk to myself. Because when so many people are buzzkills and Debbie Downers because they're always frowned upon, they couldn't do this. See, that's the difference between me and them. I remember what people told me I couldn't do. But there was never much of a problem aside from, oh, you're being too loud, or you're being too eye-catching, So if that's the only fucking problem, I think the real problem is just you, because you're the one that's complaining, and you're the only one that's complaining. Like, may others complain? I don't know. I've never made it to a point where others are like, hey, we have had a group census, and they're all saying you suck, and you need to shut the fuck up, because you're ruining all of our vibes. No, it's always that one person that's like, now I don't even want to fucking be bubbly anymore. Now I don't even want to fucking socialize with you. Now I don't even want to be around you. Because, like, you knew what the fuck you were getting into. And if you didn't, well, now you do it. And now I don't want to continue spending time with you because I also know what I'm getting to. If I'm having too much fun, you're going to kill it. It's like, I don't even have fun that fucking often. So therefore, it absolutely pisses me off to a level where it's like, I don't even care if you're alive anymore. I don't give a fuck what happens from this time forward. I genuinely do not care if you get shot, you get raped, you get molested, you get kidnapped. I don't give a fuck. You done killed my vibe. I don't want to kill you, but that's illegal too. So, I'm just going to disassociate and disconnect from you. Because that's a form of murder, but most people don't think like I do. So I just got done interviewing both the jobs. There's potential to be made anywhere I go. I'm me. I'm beautiful. I'm fucking energetic and creative. I think of a lot, sometimes too much. So the point of the matter is, will it all account to what I want to? Will it all amount to what I want it to be when I put in the time and energy doing the things that I do? Now I feel as if both of them are doing things I don't really partake in doing, but the money's in the places I don't want to be, clearly. So I'm gonna be the place I don't want to be, assuming I'm gonna make the money that I want. Because, so what are my problems? Adapting, adjusting, learning. It's not necessarily a problem to learn, it's just adapting and adjusting to the whole entire going door-to-door stuff or business to business, depending on what position I choose. But either way, I do have to do a lot of cold connections with people. But the second job is giving me like the whole entire breakdown of how to run a company and start up my own company. So essentially I can get one of these as like a brand promoter, but it seems like the roofing on amounts of money to make, and it seems like the potential to grow is not as fast. Like, don't get me wrong, I can start working Friday, but the track to get to $100,000 at that job as well as get to $100,000 to the first job are two different. Because I could literally make $100,000 in the first interview. If I stay there within a year, do good, blah this, blah that, talk to roughly about 60 or 40 customers. And like, for as much of a social butterfly I also get drained as well as energized by people. So I just gotta smoke a lot of weed. That's the point. When you're making stupid money, people can't tell you what to do. They try to, but it's like, you remember your kids' braces? I got that. Remember that car you want? I got that. Remember your whole entire divorce issues? I got that. If it's all you need is money, leave me the fuck alone. I'll make sure you ain't got no fucking problems. But if you are far beyond money, then do your job. If I'm really being a criminal, take me down. But I'm by far never going to be the bad guy in most people's lives. But to be a bad guy is also to be a good guy, and to be a good guy is also to be a bad guy. It's depending on what side of the fence that you stand on. I stand on the side of the fence where we all could win. Well, some people stand on the side of the fence where I only win. I ain't about that shit. I don't give a fuck if I win. Honestly, sometimes losing looks like winning to me, and that's what got me fucked up. Because there's times that I felt way more, what's what I'm looking for? It's not rejuvenated. I felt way more elated to lose in a certain situation. Like, you ever like wrestle kids and shit like that? I'm taking that loss every day, all day. Now, an adult, do they have an ego? Because if they don't have an ego, we're gonna have a fair challenge. If they do have an ego, then I'm going out for blood. Because I'm a competitive person. I've had to. As years have progressed, I've had to tone down a lot of who I am to fit in places because they can't afford me. I am giving off a lot of boss leader energy, but I don't want to be a boss. I want to be a leader. And the difference between boss and leader is boss tells you what to do, a leader shows you what to do. I'm willing to show everybody. I'm willing to show. Why else you think I make so many fucking videos? Because everybody will tell you how they made it to the top. I'm showing you the documentation. I've had my fucking being homeless on fucking videos. I've had my fucking bedbug situations on videos. I've had my disabled siblings on videos just to show you I ain't come from money, but money come from me. And that's just because I know I'm the wealthy person in the family. I know I'm starting generational wealth. I know I'm going to be the reasons why my kids ain't got to worry about where food comes from. I'm the reason why they ain't got to worry about where the mom going. Well, maybe. Because to say that me at least having a penis, I have more of a choice over who the mother is compared to having a vagina and hoping I don't get raped and have a bunch of abortions. Because like I've said, and I'll continue to say this till the day I die, if I was ever born a female, I'd be a killer. Because I do not trust men. As a dude that grew up to be a man, I was molested, I was raped, I was lied to, I was this, I was that. So therefore, I don't trust men, I don't trust women. I trust you to be who you are, but I don't know who the fuck you are. So let's talk. And if we can't talk, that's cool. I don't need to know you. I don't need to learn you. And I also don't need to spend my time and energy around you. So therefore, either be open or lie a lot, or don't talk at all. You have many options. You choose whatever the fuck you want. If you want me, you gotta be as open as a fucking whore 24/7 trying to make money to cover her fucking rent. You gotta be as open as Planet Fitness 24/7. That even includes on the weekend. So before COVID, you gotta be as open as Wally World before COVID. You gotta be as open as some Christians are to God when they speak, or I don't know, maybe as dark and you just gotta be so damn open. I gotta be like, close the fuck up. I'm barely ever like that to most people, just because like there's not many things you can say to me. I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up. What the shut the fuck up. Most things I just generally want to hear. I want to be more informed. I don't want to be misinformed at any point in time. But as time does progress, things do change, and sometimes I'm not told about it. And that's fair because sometimes you don't know about it. So it's cool if we're both learning. But if you knew ahead of time and you chose to withhold the information from me, we got problems. Because you could have told me at any point in time and you're waiting for me to fuck around and find out. Oh, I don't mind fucking around and find out, but I like to fuck around and find out when we're both fucking around and finding out. Unless it's like a surprise birthday party or something like that. But anything else, don't lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me. Because I will find out. I always find out. There's no doubt in my mind that I find out everything that I want to know, which is why I stop wanting to know certain things. Because certain things, if I do find out, I might do certain things that won't allow me to be as free as I am. The reason I'm allowed to go and do whatever the fuck I want is because I learned the character that plays best in every single room. The yes man. That I have no problems. That I'm a robot until I'm not. When this money comes in, I might be acting a little bit bougie, but that's because I can afford who I've always wanted to be, who I've always been. It's just before I was always helpful and I could buy things, and now I can buy things and be helpful in levels that I've always wanted to, always dreamt to be. But because of the whole, how are you going to get the funding? Bitch, I'll pay for it. With what money? Bitch, this money. Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Give me my permits. Give me my people. Let's get this shit done. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for the elderly. Let's do it for the fucking veterans. Let's do it for the people. Let's do it! Instead of talking about it, because I'm sick and tired about talking. Like, for as much as I talk, I'm going to just give you the money and let you all do the work. Okay? That's my belief system. For as much as I like to talk, I also do love the work. But most of the work that I do is meaningless, it's stupid, it's mundane. So therefore, I do love to talk because I'm sick and tired of doing mindless work. I want to do work that makes minds work, that makes other people want to do. Like, I want to be the trendsetter of building new shit just because. Yeah, I built this homeless shelter. Yeah, I don't make any money for it, but like, the homeless can stay here whenever the fuck they want to, for as long as they need to. As well as we do have showers, we do have shaving things, as well as we do have vendors that come in and out, as well as we do have security guards, because I do realize not all the homeless have the mental capacity to be aware of if they're being assisted or not. So we actually have security on the premises to protect the women, to protect the men, to protect the elder, the homeless themselves, just for overall protection, just because not everybody's going to be within their own faculties mentally and or physically. So therefore, I'm willing to shove up that money because I realize the money's not going with me. So why not spend it where it should be, in the world, instead of in my bank, waiting on me to die so it can go somewhere else to live. I'm just saying, most of this money probably dirty anyway, so how I get it is going to be legal, but I can't guarantee those dollars and cents are going to be so fucking big, ain't nobody going to believe me when I tell you I'm rich. Nah, I ain't trying to be rich. I'm just trying to be wealthy. And wealthy to me isn't $100 million. Wealthy to me is $10 million. 15. Shit, I'd be happy with 15. Never work a day in my life, but I ain't never take a day off either. I'm just saying. I've got goals, and these jobs are allowing me to at least see them clearer. At 26, I could be rich by 30. I could be retired by 30 if I stick to the first job. Second job, maybe 35. I'm not quite sure. It's just sticking through, being able to make the moves I need to be able to, and just being the authentic, awesome me. So time for me to celebrate, get myself some food, and relax for the day because I just gotta wait. The waiting game starts, and I put in my chips. Now it's time to wait for the chips to come back. I put it all on black. Will I hit a jackpot? Will I hit a bust? I don't know. But I do know no matter where I go, I grow. Ain't no place gonna keep me down, especially if I choose to leave. Maybe I wasn't supposed to grow this big here, but I grew big here. If I go somewhere else, I promise you, I'm gonna get bigger. I started off in Michigan, grew in Ohio. Where am I gonna be? North or South Carolina? Eventually people will see, who is he? Oh, you don't know yet? Let me continue to grow. Who is he? You still don't know? Well, fuck it, though. Might not be part of the people that watch the community, though. Unless I'm out on the streets, you don't know me, and I guess I ain't out on the streets enough. Not illegally. I'll be feeding the people. I'll be nurturing the people. I'll be helping the people. I'll be giving people places to be, even though people be trying to shank me. People trying to shoot me. People try to delete me because I'll be helping people that they try to hurt before. I get it. Your demons are my angels, and my angels are your demons. I didn't mean to do this like that, but hey, I don't see them like you see them. And you ain't never gonna see them like I see them. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I don't mean to be rude, but hey, I gotta be what I gotta be, like you gotta be what you gotta be. I ain't taking shit personal no more. I'm just doing what I can do until I can't do. I'm just saying. Until I can. Today's Wednesday. Moved to South Carolina on Monday, same week. Today's the 4th, 12/4/2024. So, what I know is what I've always known. What bothers me is you have to be in certain places that you don't necessarily want to be, because I'm not saying that I'm in a bad community. But rent is cheap. Rent currently does not exist, but I also don't know how stable the place I am living in. Now, I have history with lots of people, for whatever reasons being. I don't fucking know why. It's because of this, because of that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm saying all this to say that the people I'm living with, I've known the immediate family through one of the siblings for about like 10 years. I'm actually living with the eldest sibling, which I'd say personally, I feel like everybody else would agree, and they've all probably said at some point or another, is probably the most unstable one of all the siblings. But as an unstable person myself, I can handle a lot of things. I can brush off a lot of things. And growing up in environments I have had, mental abuse doesn't really bother me as much, just because I've learned how to disassociate. It's when people start getting physical is when I figure that's when the valid answer of when can you hit them back? Because they can say what the fuck they want to. They call you a fat fuck. They can make fun of your parents. They can make fun of your siblings. They can make fun of you all that they want. Essentially poking the bear with a stick. But the second that you attack because they verbally attacked you, now you're an asshole. Now you're a criminal. Now you're in trouble. But the second that they attack you, so long as they're the first ones that attack, now you're being a self-defender. And you're allowed to get away with self-defense. It is all right for you to stand up against yourself when people physically attack you. But verbally, you better be a good little bitch boy and shut the fuck up and listen to these people talk this shit. Until they touch you, you gotta just sit there and listen. So I've come to master and practice the art of, I heard what you said, I just don't give a fuck. Which is disassociate. It's like, I didn't really hear what you said, but I kind of felt the energy that was coming from it. And it was coming like, you want me to act a certain way that you never would. And the problem is, I already do that. I'm already a good example. I'm already the great example. I wish more people were like you. No, the fuck you don't, because I'm a psycho. And I'm aware of that. The main reason why I haven't choked you, the main reason I haven't shot you, the main reason I haven't killed you yet is because I see my future being a lot better. Like, I don't need you in it. And I enjoy the limited freedom I currently have. So therefore, unless I feel as if my death time is like 15 minutes from now, it is what it is. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. We're going to continue living and breathing. Eventually, I'll just be another person that you used to know. Unless you personally rape somebody I love, molest my child, or do anything physical towards me, personally, you can say what the fuck you want to. I'm making mental notes of never communicate with you, never be in a bind with you ever again, like this and that. It's just like, you love them until you know them. It's gave me an idea of a poem just sitting in the situation I was currently in. Because like, I don't know the difference between love and lust, and I'm a very lustful person. That I am aware of. Because like, ooh, I want your skin. But I'd never have you as my wife. I'd never have you as the mother of my child. I'd never want to hang out with you. I just want to fuck you. Like, I just want to stick my dick in your vagina, play with your ass, play with your tits. That's about it. I know, it's fucking massaging this dick. But I don't care if you're massaging this dick. I can find some other chick to be on me. Like, I know I'll be stealing lines from somebody else, but I'm just telling you, this don't matter to me. You could be any you. I don't need you. I just need a you body. So, well, there's multiple ways to get somebody, and when somebody could be anybody, I don't need your body. I just need the criteria: a fat ass with nice tits. And how many chicks look like that? Millions of bitches like that. But there's also millions of women like that. There's millions of girls like that. I ain't always got to get a bitch, but I always run into one, or two, or three, or four. I love me some crazy whores, but I keep forgetting what's on the brain. What's she thinking of? How can I get love when it's all I do is fall for lust? You look great, but you do such terrible things to my mind state. And that's basically how it is for me. Which is why I'm not so quick to jump into bed or into relationships. Like, cool, I'll admit, I pay prostitutes. Ethan, that's illegal. No, I'm an OnlyFans. I'm an OnlyFans star. Either way, what I'm saying is, if I know that's all I want is sex, what the fuck am I making? Like, true, understandable. I should not walk up to women expecting sex. I should not walk up to women expecting conversation. I should not walk up to a woman catcall. I should not walk up to a woman and expect anything. So therefore, if I want sex, I'm walking up to a sex worker. If I want followers, I'm walking up to an OnlyFans girl. If I want somebody to waste my fucking time, I'll walk up to some random female, not in a work uniform. But until then, I'm gonna just leave everybody alone. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'll even leave you alone. Here's some money, leave me alone. I don't need your money. I don't need your time. I don't need your energy. Actually, I want you to fuck the fuck off away from me. Oh, I wonder how much these studio apartments cost. I don't really need much. I forgot I could do this. Because I should have showed that house. I like that house. Either way, I think this is another business area. I just need a job. I've had 2 very successful interviews. Technically speaking, I'm on orientation for both of them bitches. I didn't even choose one. I chose both. And I'm thinking, it's not something that I would, worst case scenario. I can go up to North Carolina, go to 1-800-GOT-JUNK and get a job there. Just because I'm familiar with it, I like it. I know I'm gonna be making good money, but I heard the money that I'm gonna make at these other companies. And like, the second one, cause the dude's saying like $700 a week, that ain't shit to me. $700,000 a week, granted, I'd bring home $1,500 to $1,800 every 2 weeks at 1-800-GOT-JUNK in Ohio. I know this one, North Carolina. I'm actually in the South, I know, but I'm so close on the border, I'm gonna call it North Carolina. It's like 10 minutes, I'm like, bam, I didn't even know when the fuck I lived. I didn't even know when I came back, either way. So that base pays $15 an hour plus some, so I'm thinking I should easily be able to make $2,000 an hour. $2,000 an hour. $2,000 every 2 weeks or maybe even weekly, I don't even know. But right now I'm just gonna strictly stick to the sales type of job, see where that takes me. If that ends up falling through, I'm just gonna jump back to 1-800-GOT-JUNK just because I know I have the experience. I have the ability, like I get to drive and travel. Like, I thought about going up there Thursday, but like I said, I already had 2 very promising interviews. I have an orientation this Friday as well as an orientation next Monday. I came here fucking Monday of this week, man. I'm moving. Like, ain't nothing stopping me. Hustling. What's that mean? I'm just here to grab some green. I'm fortunate in some places, but screwed in other places. I figure as long as it doesn't bother me mentally, I don't give a fuck. As long as they don't touch me physically, I don't give a fuck. As long as I've been practicing for all this torture throughout my existence. There's has said to me I haven't heard from other people or around me, honestly. I came from a toxic home, but the toxic home's not coming from me. 1,000%, which is why I'm very meticulous when I fucking shit. Yeah, there's a reason why I wear a condom and still pull out. I don't trust a bitch. And I always use my condom. Okay, I say always, which is true, because there has been some times I've used the other person's condom, because there's one time upon a condom, she did not like the taste of it. Okay, understandable. I'm not the type to force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. As somebody that gets pissed off when people try to do that, I will get violent when I tell you no after 2 times. There's your warning. Because why do I have to say no twice? Because no's a full sentence, isn't it? And so is yes, but once I say yes once and people typically hear me, but I say no 13 times, almost fucking have a hissy fit just for people to respect me. That's what's always pissed me off about life. I'll say no, and here it is still, it's being done. Like, I didn't say. What was the point of you asking me if the answer never fucking mattered? That is the biggest thing that it pisses and enrages me so much. Like, what's the point of asking if it never fucking mattered? What's the point of asking if it never fucking mattered? Like, why even ask? You didn't have to ask. You didn't have to consider. You could have forced me to do it, and then I would have been pissed off for a different reason. But now I gotta act like for the fact that you disregard me, that's not a meaningful enough reason to be upset when in regards, I just didn't learn how to do boundaries. I didn't learn how to have self-respect. I lost my voice at a very young age. I don't think I've talked about that enough in videos, because honestly, I'm a very aggressive person. That's the reason why I work with the route. That's the reason why I work with the tenacity and the passion I have, because I'm just reconstructing my anger that I've had throughout conversations, interactions with people. Like, I've really wanted to punch the fuck out of people. I've wanted to choke people. I've wanted to shoot people. I've wanted to strangle people. I've wanted to fucking bury people. I've wanted to put people in basements. I want to do so much criminal things. I'm like, the limited freedom that I do have, the chances that I do get caught, now that means I can't fucking leave America. I can't be accepted into Canada. I can't be accepted into other countries that'd be very beautiful to visit. Unless I'm filthy, sick, and rich. And now I stop and think about it. There's a lot of people that went to jail, went to prison, and came out way wealthier than being out in the system. So I've even almost thought, like, you know what? Don't go to jail. Go to prison. Why? Because prison got better books. They're there for you longer, as well as, I've heard more people come out of prison more successful in jail. So it's like, if I went to jail, not only would I have a better body, I'd actually probably release a poetry book, if not a couple of them. And without even trying to deny, I'd probably even be a little bit smarter, because if I ain't got nothing but time and energy, I was in the asylum for like that wasn't a month. It might have been a month. I don't really know if it was a month. A couple weeks, I believe 100%. I didn't keep track just because it's really hard to without your fucking phone. I didn't know what the fucking day of the week was. I didn't know when the fuck I got there. I kind of do, kind of don't. Either way. So, like, the whole entire time I was in the asylum, that's all I fucking did was poetry, work out, read. Don't bother me with a good time. You tell me I ain't got nowhere to go for a couple of years. You already got a job lined up for me. I'm very good at my people skills. People will find out real quickly. I'm not the fucking problem. It's the community that I was brought in. It's the community that I'm left around. It's the people that are around me. they're the problem. But for the fact that they think, oh, he's kidding. Oh, he's kidding. Oh, what the fuck happened to your arm? He wasn't. He was not kidding. Throw his ass in jail, he's dangerous. What the fuck is wrong with him? What the you don't just go around biting people's arms and killing people and tormenting people. What that person, no, we don't talk about what they did. We're just saying, you do not retaliate. This is why we have police system. This is why we have judges. This is why we have lawyers. That way, crime can be punished and justice can be served in 15 to 20 years or past the statutes of limitation. Like, we're gonna solve this. But no time for you to remember or even feel any validation, like justice was found. I'm just saying, it's just us. Unless you're rich, then of course justice is always gonna be found. It's because you can afford to have it. I love that yellow house and the blue one next to it. Either way, like I said, I had some promising things today. I'm going for a walk because what's the point? I already know what's going on inside. It's gonna be watching movies, having cell phone conversations that I don't care to listen to, a bunch of things that just, I don't need to be there, know what the hell's going on. So I'm going for a walk. I'm going downtown. I'm walking, I'm strolling. I'm going downtown. I'm doing what I can do. I'm going downtown. I'm lucky because I don't have to pay $1,400 for like a fucking motel for a month because I'm out of work. I'm in between jobs right now. Like I said, 2 promising jobs, that still means no income. So therefore, it might have made me grind a little bit harder. So like I'm at least saving money on a room and board, but I still spend on my own food. I've been kind of paying some of the kids' foods just because I don't know. The kids kind of make me feel like it feels like home, but not in like the home was never a healthy place for me to be at. So that's what fucks with me. It's like it feels like home, but I know home was never healthy. So it's like, god damn. So I do what I can do by not being a tyrant of a person with my energy. Like I speak to the kids. I'll buy things. I'll buy the food for all of us. I do plan on doing a couple things for the kids once I leave because I don't personally believe the mom will enjoy what I do. But at the same time, like I mean well, but I don't know what picture to paint her in. She is who she is, and I don't fault her parenting 100%. I don't fucking believe it, and I fucking dislike a lot of people's parenting. But you're not a parent, Ethan. Yeah, I've been a fucking child, though, and I'll tell you what. The way you treat your child is the same way I was fucking treated as a child. I'll tell you what. I wanted to murder my parents. I hope your kids want to murder you, too. I'm just telling you. You can treat them better, but you won't listen to that. You'll never listen to that because you're not a fucking parent, Ethan. You're right. And I hope if I am a parent, I'm nothing like you. And I never will be anything like you. Like, I know 100% I'm going to be the coolest dad ever. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're not strict enough. You're not this. You're not that. I grew up in a fucking household where I couldn't even be myself. At least my kid can be. Like, I might be a little bit upset at them, but fuck, I'll get over it. These are emotions. They'll fucking change. Like, the only thing that I feel as if I will generally be upset at my child for a long-term period is if I ever figure out my child was a S-air. If I ever figure out my child was the type to abuse their partners in relationships. If I figured out that my child was a human trafficker. That is the only reason that I'll generally not give a shit about my child. Like, at that point, your ass is disowned. I'll beat your ass myself. Like, ain't no way you came from my loins, I taught you, and then you did this with the information I gave you? Oh, hell no. No, daddy taught you better than that. I'll be the first one to put my child down. I don't give a fuck. The court system, the cops don't gotta do nothing. I brought them into this world. And I'm more than happy to bring them out this bitch. To be honest, I feel like those are only legal deaths that should be able to be done. Like, if you are a parent and you watch your child turn into a monster, you should have a 1 kill free. If not, depending on how many kids that develop monsters. Because if you have 6 kids and they're all turn out to be serial killers, 1, something needs to be examined about your womb and his balls. And 2, I guess now you can kill 6 kids. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Like, the system says they're going to fix things, but the system only works because it's broken. And I'm aware of that, and a lot of people are. But those that are aware are typically called things that others don't want to talk about. Either way, one of these days, I'll be in a better place, and it's all these stories will be is just stories of me getting to where I need to be. And it's just like, well, how did you make it this far, Ethan? Well, it started one day when I started smoking weed. And 17 years later, 8 years later, 9 years later, 10 years later, I don't know, I started this in 2018, it's fucking 2024. It's almost 10 years on fucking YouTube, just posting consistently. So originally my first video was actually probably roughly in 16, maybe 15. That was when I was roughly about 15, 16, 17, 18, I don't know. And like, it wasn't consistent, but I do have some videos of just me being young, just young, dumb, and full of cum. Either way. I do hope as time progresses, I become less lustful. And the more time I spend around people, the less attractive I become. Because like, yeah, I know it's 100% lust, not love. And I know how my mind works. Like I said, there's people I would fuck, there's people I'd marry, and there's people that I'd date. And sadly, they're all not the same. Some people do fall in multiple categories, but most people are just like, damn, you'd be fun to fuck with. Damn, you're only fun to talk to. Damn, you're only fun to parent with. The fuck is wrong with this photo? You're right. I probably am the problem. But I ain't your problem. And that's the biggest problem. I'll leave you the fuck alone. And that means... Anyway. I generally do enjoy being my myself because the least judgmental motherfucker I know is me. Everybody judging me so quickly. So wait, hear me out, hear me. You know what, fuck it, you ain't gotta listen. I'll say what the fuck I'm gonna say and move on. But until I have a place to move on, I guess I'll shut the fuck up because, well, it's cheaper to be quiet. I'm not complacent, there's a difference. Because as soon as I can find some other place to be, of course I'm going. But I ain't got no other place to be, so I guess I'll stay always foreign, never domestic. I live, supposedly. Most times I feel like I'm just surviving, barely. But I do my best, and my best isn't always going to be respected equally. Hey, it's beautiful! Some of these older fucking buildings. But Ethan, it's illegal to do that here. Remember when slavery was legal? I don't. I'm just saying, like, legal and illegal is just all dependent on what people want it to be. At some point or another, it was illegal for women to think for themselves. Now look how much we've progressed. And it's crazy, depending on where you are in the United States of America, you're in different generations and centuries. Because in Michigan and in Ohio, you can smoke as much weed as you want. And in Michigan, I don't know if you get shrooms in Michigan, but I know in Ohio you can get shrooms. I only know because I've gotten it. I mean legally. I get whatever I want anywhere I go. It's just, hey, don't ask me no questions. I ain't giving you no answers. Ooh, I made it. Not that either. But this, yeah. What the fuck is that? I'm gonna get as close as this as I can without getting wet. It's been a while since I've gotten wet, but I'm trying to get there sexually. It smells like weed. Whew. It smells like a good time. Who over here? I see some elderly people. They might be smoking. Oh, yeah. I'm not trying to get wet. So where's the wetness stop? Okay, it seems safe. Cause look, over there look wet as fuck. I ain't trying to get that to be me. I love the architect of this house, and it's a business. For me, it's the third and the fourth layer. So I question second were lawyers as well. But I just want to go in there just to see the architecture, as well as ask some really stupid questions. I feel like it's a stupid question. Because like to them, it's like, of course all of us were lawyers. It's a family business. Like, look at this. Oh. I'm gonna guess like an old Victorian house. I love it. Like, I don't want realistic shit. I know it's not a word, but if I say it, I don't know if it could be. I know I don't have any lore shit, but like, come on, who didn't come here just to see the house? I ain't got no problems, but I can come up with some problems just so I can see what's this Victorian house look like. I don't want to see your dungeon. I don't want to see where you keep your cotton. I just want to see the inside, okay? Why you want me to call you master and shit like that? I just want to see the house. I didn't want to feel the vibes. That's another one. I question why they buy houses and use them as businesses.